Running a worship team is a daunting task, and it takes a lot to strengthen, develop, and grow your worship team. Today, I'm going to give you some tips on how to develop and change the culture of your worship team. Let's jump into it. Hey family, my name is Michael, and I help worship leaders grow spiritually and practically so that they can lead worship effectively. Today, we're going to talk about how to develop your worship team. But before we get into it, I want to give you something. It's called my Worship Leader Toolkit. It's everything that you need from song preparation, rehearsal preparation, all the way through leading worship on a Sunday morning. It's going to give you the step-by-step that you need to go from A to Z. Just go to my website, michaelegould.com/toolkit to get access to it today. To effectively run a worship team, you need a lot of patience, discipline, and you need to pay attention to details. There's a few things that you can do right now to help develop, catapult, and grow your worship team to the next level. The first thing that I believe that you can do is simple: teach. You need to take time in your rehearsals and even outside of your rehearsals to teach biblically or about worship, practically about worship, even emotionally about worship. You need to take time to actually teach and articulate what is in your heart and what God has given to you to give to your team. I can't stress this enough. You need to teach in order for your team to grow. They're not going to grow overnight. They're not going to grow on their own. They need someone to teach them. And you, my friend, are that person. The second thing you can do to grow and develop your worship team is to bring someone in to teach or mentor or minister to your worship team. Find someone who is a great fit for the style of your church. Maybe another worship pastor down the road. Maybe somebody that you saw online. But find someone that you believe can pour into your worship team. Be very selective and be very prayerful on who you select to come in, because we want to make sure that we're teaching the right things and making sure that it's fitting with the culture of the church. So bring that person in, allow them to teach, allow them to train, allow them to minister to your team, and that's going to help strengthen and grow your worship team. The next thing you can do is go and visit or watch other churches. Sometimes we just need to show our worship team what the next level is. So visiting or watching a church online will be a great stepping stone. As you're watching or as you're visiting, you take notes. And afterward, you guys can evaluate that and talk about it. What was the strength? What were the weaknesses? What you guys liked? What you didn't like? And that will help you to grow to that next level. Sometimes people can't see beyond the level that they are. So it's helpful when you can give them an example of what the next level is, or give them an example of what you're trying to build. And that would help them greatly. The very last thing that I believe that you can do right now to help develop your worship team is evaluate. With the rise of everything being online, I'm pretty sure that you are recording your worship set. If you're not, I would admonish you to go ahead and begin to recording audio and video of your worship team. Now, what you can do with this audio and video or on these online services is you can go back and watch them as a team. You can go and evaluate if you guys were successful or unsuccessful. You can evaluate what went right and what went wrong. I would tell you to put more emphasis on what went right versus what went wrong. You don't want your team to be feeling like you're trying to beat down upon them or to degrade them, but you want to praise them while showing them how to level up. The very last thing you can do during this evaluation is ask your team, what were they thinking? Sometimes you just need to see what's on their mind to see what level they're at, and that'll help you to teach them more effectively. And then you can tell them what was on your mind during worship. So now you see their perspective and then they see your perspective. And this will help you guys both understand each other. So those are the few things that you can do to develop and grow your worship team right now. If you haven't got access already, go ahead to my website, michaelegould.com, to get access to my Worship Leader Toolkit. Again, this is going to help you prepare your songs, choose your songs, run your rehearsal, and even show you how to lead worship effectively. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'll see you guys in the next video.